Good morning, Beecher. Last night was our board meeting, so I wanted to kind of give you guys a recap, like I try to do every Thursday after our regular board meeting. So I have my notes here in front of me. Um, First off, the in my presentation, I mentioned that the clear list. If you guys remember, for the last 2 years, this will be the third year now, we've sent out an email to our families whether or not you're on the clear list or not. Clear being as in there's enough verification in the system that we've purchased to verify your residency. And so those will be coming around May 22nd. Mr. Duncan is currently working on that. So we'll start all of that process around May 22nd, allowing us to really start ramping things up on June 1st, cleaning up our power school so we can open up that registration for everybody in July 1. The open online portion will be July 8th. And then obviously we'll spend the rest of July and early August registering people. If you're new and you're getting that clear information, when you get the clear notification, all you have to do is you have to go on and just update your any information and register your students. You don't actually have to come into the district office at all because you are cleared, as in you've been verified to live in the Beecher School District. If you get a not clear list, just a reminder, that means you have to come into the district office and you have to prove residency because your data did not verify enough within the system. And so you'll have to come in and you'll have to meet with the ladies. Again, that information of what's required for residency is on the website. And then, as always, you can call and ask the ladies. They'll be more than happy to tell you what they need to be brought in. So that's happening. We had some hires last night, so I want to congratulate. First of all, I want to apologize, and I also want to congratulate Justin Bronson. Last month, I mentioned that we hired a math teacher. I didn't say his name, so I apologize to Justin on that on my behalf. So, Mr. John Brunson is our math teacher at the junior high. Next year, Mr. Giannotti, we've already mentioned, is heading over to the junior high as well. So those are our two junior high hires last month. And this month, we had Allison Getke and Margaret Stein hired in as kindergarten first grade teachers. So welcome aboard, everybody. I'm glad to have you here. We also kind of promoted Josh Grosser here at the high school. He was an aide. He's still going to be a halftime aide, but we've actually given him a little bit of a promotion to be a halftime special ed teacher. So now at the high school, we'll have 3.5 special ed teachers to really help out our students. So extremely excited about the possibilities for that next year. And then last month, I gave you that Mrs. Toppin was hired as the kindergarten or as the elementary principal, and then last night they approved the retirement contract for Mr. Mike Myers. So I'm both very happy for Mr. Meyer, but also very sad. It's going to be a good 3 final years for him, and I wish him nothing but the best. So last night the Board of Education approved his final retirement contract. Some of the things that the board did within the confines of the latter part of the meeting. They approved the first reading of the Press Plus. They approved the first reading of the new cell phone policy, and they approved the first reading of the student handbooks. The cell phone policy, if you didn't catch the posted policy meeting, cell phone policy basically in a nutshell is K-8. They're not allowed in school. If you bring them to school, they're going to be asked to be put in their lockers. Right now, that's kind of the philosophy they have, with the addition of it needs to be put in your locker. They are a distraction. And then 9-12, Mr. Myers making a small modification on as requested, both by his staff and as well as the Board of Education. They're not going to be used during class time. They're not going to be used during study hall. Phones can be used before and after school. They can be used during lunchtime. And then small moments in the class if they're used for educational purposes. Mr. Meyer mentioned those as well. But for the most part, your cell phones not allowed in school anymore, especially during class time at the high school, not during study hall. They can be used, like I said, in the lunchroom and then in the hallways between passing periods. When they get to class, there will be a device there, a lockbox or some kind of thing there for students to put their cell phones in if they have them on their persons. So that's at the high school. And again, reiterate this again, kindergarten, 8th grade, pre-K, I guess you can also include this in there. They're not to have them on them. They're going to put them in their lockers. If they're on their phone, there's going to be consequences. We approved an amendment to our SOIC. There's some state level stuff that in terms of financing and allocation of funds. So it's just redistributing and allowing SOIC, which is our special ed co-op, to do those kind of things. We signed off on an agreement with the OMA. EMA, not OMA, sorry, EMA. Mr. Heim got that letter this morning just saying that the schools can be used in a state of emergency. So we're always happy to help that out. The junior high, we're actually going to do. They approved last night a restoration for the tile floors. So the building is 20 years old. Those tiles are going to be stripped back down to the VTC, and then we're going to start all over. So hopefully a nice, clean, brand new look to them all. And then we assigned a 3-year agreement again with Peace to continue our EC program over there. So we again want to thank Peace for their work with us and continued relationship that we look forward to having for many, many, many years to come. Other than that, that's kind of the big things that happen. So what you're going to be looking for in your email is that clear notification, probably within the next week or two. And then also with that, you're going to get those snap codes. So Mr. Duncan will be sending all those things out to you. So hopefully all that kind of stuff is coming your direction. Congratulations to our seniors who will be graduating on tomorrow. Looking forward to honoring those students. And then also to our 8th graders. We have 8th grade promotion Tuesday night. Both of those events are here at the high school. Both of them are general admission, so come early if you are looking for a seat. High school graduation is at 7 o'clock. Promotion is at 6:30 on Tuesday. Other than that, you guys have a great rest of your day. Looks like the weather's going to kind of hold out for us, so maybe you can go outside and enjoy some of the beautiful